Hello everyone, your favorite Italian filmmaker on YouTube is here, and today we're gonna review a new movie. And this movie is The Hunt. This would be a particular review. And if you know about the movie, you know about its background, this is a straight up satire that is poking fun to both Republicans and liberals and Democrats. And it's very entangled again with the American political culture at the moment. This movie was also supposed to come out last year, but there was shooting in the United States. I don't remember which one, and because the movie is very violent, Jason Blum, Universal, correctly thought that it was better to actually move the movie to a later date. Okay, if you watch my other reviews, you know that I suck at telling plots, explaining plots. So from now on, I have my phone on IMDb, gonna read the plots from IMDb. Sorry, I know it's not very professional, but at least you get what the movie is about in terms of story and narrative. So per IMDb plotline, The Hunt is about 12 strangers waking up in a clearing. They don't know where they are or how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a very specific purpose. So I introduced this movie by saying it's a satire that pokes fun at both left and right. And both sides are easily offended. In their teams, there are easily offended people that cannot even take a joke, and they all take everything seriously, and that kind of ruins political incorrectness for contemporary works. If you think about it again, South Park is the last real satire in American TV that is still on, at least in the mainstream eyes, because South Park is still mainstream, it's still very popular. And it's still ruthless, they still go the extra mile to land their jokes or to land their message, and sometimes they create diplomatic issues, much like last season when they poked fun to Xi Jinping. China actually prompted the South Park creator for an excuse, otherwise they would ban the show from airing in China, and they wrote back a joke to Xi Jinping basically, and of course they were banned. Anyways, back to the movie. As I said, I understand why the film wasn't liked, satire, not everyone likes a satire. But I don't think that's the only reason why some of the audience didn't like the film. The first 20 minutes of this film, which by the way is wrote by Damon Lindelof among others, they were about absolutely nothing but mayhem and gore. You have big names like Justin Hartley, Emma Roberts, and Ike Barinholtz that are all in there playing their part as the Republicans that are being hunted. The movie doesn't basically introduce the protagonist until what should be the start of the second act. When you try to break the formula aggressively, like in this instance, you have a plethora of reactions. Some of them will be praising you for breaking the rules, others will not get it. I think people got pissed at the movie after it seemed to introduce a protagonist one after the other, and none of them turned out to be the protagonist. And again, that you will have some people like me that praise that fact and other people that actually dislike the fact. As a movie, is The Hunt valid? I think so. It's a very valid movie. It's very interesting. Although you need to understand you should not take this film seriously, but just have fun at what the film is spoken to. Aside from the fact that it's a satire, so if you don't like satires, just stay away from this movie. The movie is also very violent, very gorish, very explicit in all terms, and it has a weird structure. So in some ways you can say this is an ambitious movie. I think the overall message of this film is just fuck you guys, stop taking yourself so seriously, laugh at the jokes, don't fucking get offended by everything, and just learn to sit the fuck down and talk. Which is something that is actually in the narrative, once the narrative starts to make sense, that is part of the inciting incident that prompts Athena, played by Hilary Swank, to do the hunt. Overall, again, technically the movie is fine. I didn't expect anything less. It just matched the expectation by what I saw in the trailers. I really liked Betty Gilpin that plays Crystal, which turns out to be the protagonist. Spoiler alert, but the movie has been already talked about enough that you know that she is the protagonist. Overall, I can say I had a lot of fun. I get the product, I get the movie. Full 7 out of 10 to me. Nothing more, nothing less. Please, thank you for watching this review. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button and that bell next to the subscribe button. My name is Luca Ripa, your favorite Italian filmmaker on YouTube, and I'll see you next time.